Talking about not reconditioned. Check this building out. It looks like it's gonna fall any minute. Check out this building, all covered in vine, but also the stuff around it. It looks like a little outdoor museum. What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new episode from loud, noisy Jeddah, a city, well, the old part, a city full in construction. Everything is being renovated. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can actually catch better glimpses, but everything is under construction here in the old city. The walls, the monuments, the alleyways, a few monuments here and there that are still in decent shape, but construction everywhere where your eyes can see. And the entrance gate to the old city of Jeddah, again, construction all around it as well. So yeah, when I said construction, guys, I did not joke one bit. Everything, 99.99%. Everything is being renovated. Check out the beautiful architecture of some of the buildings that are not reconditioned yet, or they're not covered. Very, very similar to the architecture that you would see in Yemen, in some parts of Yemen, that is. And here are a few glances of some buildings that still look in decent shape. Well, old, deprived, but you know, not covered or anything. And you can see a lot of people have lived here recent times, since there's quite a few places for air conditioning. Check out this building, all covered in vine, but also the stuff around it. It looks like a little outdoor museum. Jeddah Academy of Fine Arts. Talking about buildings not being reconditioned, check this one out. I mean, the flowers here look beautiful. I mean, the building itself most likely has looked impeccable at one point, but man, you cannot make one step on that balcony because it will just drop to the ground. Actually, the more you look, you'll find places where construction has not reached it, but soon enough, you know, this place will look quite nice in around 2-3 years or so, everything being all revamped, everything being all put into one place. I mean, check this out. Superb. A lot of air conditioning. So yeah, I mean, at 33 Celsius, again, you definitely need air conditioning. Check it out. There are a few shops here. It's Friday today, so everyone has off. Some people taking some photos, doing a photo shoot in front of the, you know, the buildings that are reconditioned, like this one right here. Check out that beautiful gate right there. More superb views. Man, this will look unbelievable when it's all completed. So the story behind these balconies, just a little FYI, you know, back in the day when women were not allowed to go on the streets, they, you know, pretty much stayed in this balcony that were all covered up so people won't see that they're looking at the world, and that's kind of how they spent, you know, part of their days, you know, people watching, if that's a modern term to put it. But yeah, all over Yemen, you know, you will see this type of architecture. And cats everywhere.
Meow. 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 Meow.
And one of the most outstanding spots in the historic city. Check this out. There are only 3 palm trees, but yeah, you can definitely not call it a palm alley, but it looks outstanding with the buildings. One brown balconies, one with turquoise balconies. Everything's in the shade, but still you can get an idea. Superb, absolutely superb. A bunch of pigeons messing with the palms. The old part of the city, we do have a beautiful brick mosque. Check out the minaret. I'm gonna zoom in all the way. Still filming on the phone just for the wide angle. That way you can grab more detail on the streets of Jeddah. Al Safi Mosque. Yeah, this part looks decent. It looks like the road was completed at one point. The lights are on, but there's no party. Everything is deserted. One of the few advantage points of being in a city that's almost you know, completely not destroyed, but in complete construction chaos, is that it's empty. Nassif House, if you do look on TripAdvisor and other places on Google, you'll see the Nassif House / museum being mentioned. And as you can tell, it is one of the most reconditioned buildings here in the city, of old city of Jeddah. Have some cannons here, and the buildings surrounding it likewise quite decently, nothing extravagant, but another mosque right here. You can actually see part of the new building as well. Contemporary, modern glass buildings. But you always have to look up no matter where you go, because you never know. Or you have to keep your ears open for any, you know, any sounds, any odd sounds. More views of the old city of Jeddah. Just walking around right now. Again, a Friday, most things closed. That's one of the reasons why it's so deserted. But trying to get some coffee. Last night I had a ginger tea drink, but the ginger was so explosive that it pretty much you know, gave me like a little scratchy throat. So yeah, all night I was a little bit in struggle, if I can put it that way, but need some coffee. Did not have any coffee today. Well, in the meantime, we found out that there's another gate that was reconditioned and it open for visiting. Check it out. So this is pretty much how the other one would look like, only this one most you know, kind of leads you towards a newer part of the city, not the old part like the previous one, but you can get an idea. It's going to look very similar. have stopped for a little bit of brunch, what I would call this. Laksa right here. Check it out. And boom, look how it's served. You can't even see one another because it's so humongous. Hopefully it's as good as it smells. Yemeni delights right here. One of the few places open in the mall. It's a Friday, like I mentioned, and everyone is probably sleeping or resting or spending time with their family, not at the mall. But we needed a place to dig in a little bit, man. It's like a dish I had in Tunisia with eggs and cheese, and they did not put tomatoes this time, but yeah, it looks wonderful. And just in a few days, they'll have the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix here in Jeddah. Actually, someone asked us today while we were walking downtown Old Jeddah if we came for the race, you know, because that's the other way people used to get into Saudi Arabia. They just released a couple of years ago visas, tourism visas for sporting events, and Formula One and Formula E in Riyadh were some of the events that a lot of people came to visit Saudi Arabia as well. But yeah, another beautiful day here. Quick stop at the Corniche here, the promenade in Jeddah. Superb weather. I'm sweating like hell, but yeah, tomorrow heading over to Jordan, and then the following day heading back to cold Romania. Sorry, I just got done eating some of that bread that I showed you guys in the previous footage. But yeah, Sunday heading over to Romania to what I was told 3 degrees right now, and yes, I checked the weather and it does show 3 degrees compared to 33 here in Jeddah. Superb. And made it all the way at the end of the promenade, where the hotel that you have seen in the previous footage is located. And even here the water is quite nice, although the sad part is a lot of these beaches, they're really well renovated, really well implemented, but you know, they're kept empty. So you know, it's form versus function on a lot of the things here, and you know, we see the reason why, but still, you know, a little bit sad to see deserted beaches, especially on a beautiful 36 Celsius day. Finally made it north to Jeddah here at a public beach, but as you would imagine, things are deserted. Quite windy though, but really hot, around 32, 33 Celsius. No one around, just this lonely cat. Streets were so deserted. We actually parked right here on this one-way street, and someone was coming towards us. So yeah, you can imagine. And again, no one. A few cars here and there. A deserted football stadium as well. And for the first time ever in Saudi Arabia, I finally took the shirt off so I can get some sunlight on the skin. You know, being almost a week in 30 degrees Celsius, but not being able to tan because you gotta cover yourself up all the way at all times. It's a little bit challenging. So yeah, I had this deserted beach, finally getting an opportunity, but there's a lot of moss here actually at the Red Sea here near Jeddah. So we'll see. Actually, this is around 30 minutes north of the proper city itself. The last sunset here in Saudi Arabia came here by the Corniche at a mosque. The other one was closed because of the Formula One, but this was the alternative in order to see the sunset. Check out the largest fountain in the world, guys. it can get up to 300 meters if you know, depending on the wind and weather conditions and so on. And putting an end to the episode from Jeddah back at the hotel. It's been a hot, humid day. We did not get to see the mosque in the evening for the sunset because, like I mentioned previously, the Formula One F racing is going to take place next week. So they're preparing everything, and the track is, you know, I think partially on the streets of Jeddah. So the roads were closed off completely there. But yeah. We came to the hotel, I'm gonna shower, we're gonna get ready for tomorrow, heading over to Jordan for one day and then back to cold Romania. So thanks again, once again, for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like, share, subscribe, whatever you think it deserves. Gratitude should be the only attitude. Stay humble, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.